This video is presented by Media Calico Comics. Please go to my Patreon page in the description below and become a patron. And now, without further ado, please enjoy the video.
Russia, a somewhat paranoid country, especially when it comes to Superman. They've upgraded their security systems to keep me out. They'll have to go back to the drawing board. The place smells like death. Easy to see why. Whatever did this was ruthless. That chamber doesn't look man-made. Was something inside? Something that escaped? The interior looks biological, like it was meant to keep someone alive. These scientists were probably studying it, which means there's a good chance they recorded their progress. Good thing I know some Russian. Began when we detected an object of extra-dimensional origin at the bottom of the Bering Strait. We dispatched a specialized submarine to retrieve the capsule. No doubt the sub I encountered. Despite interference from the Kryptonian, we were able to secure the capsule and bring it to this facility. All of which they hid from me, even though I saved their lives. We have used every means possible to discern its nature and discover what's inside. Despite our best efforts, however, we are unable to open the pod. If we want answers, we will have to force our way. Dmitri! That sound! It's opening! There's a living being inside! This is where it should get interesting. Look out! Ah! But the cameras went dead. Whatever it was moved fast and was deadly. Zemaluzit! Second time tonight I've heard that. Although the first time was in English. Freeze! Who? Jonathan Carroll. We met at Lois's a couple months ago. You're late, Kent. We've been waiting for you since 8 o'clock, dude. We? Lois, Lucy, and me. Very nice of you to treat us tonight. You? I thought Jimmy was... Olsen? Lois never mentioned him. Talk about a setup. I owed Lois because I forgot to pick up her sister at the monorail station. My penance was dinner at Metropolis's finest and priciest, Caroonies. Her current view included. Look what I found! It's 8:45, Clark. Where have you been? Finishing a story, and scouring the city for anguish, to no avail. Clark, my sister Lucy. Lucy, Clark. I thought you were about to be the only man to ditch me twice, Mr. Kent. I don't give third chances. Then I'm glad I made it. Call me Clark, and accept my apologies. I expected it to be the weirdest of nights. We'll take a bottle. No, make it 2 bottles of the 53 Amarante. Whoa! Isn't that like $300 a bottle? You're a good sport, Kent. I'll give you that. Since Lois's motives are so painfully transparent, how about we split this 50-50? I was prepared to dislike John Carroll. There I was in the middle of the Egyptian revolt. But in addition to being a great foreign correspondent, he proved to be a decent guy.
Had no time to show Lucy the city. Care to show her what Metropolis was to offer, Clark?
Buildings are buildings as far as I'm concerned, Lo. How about we hit Bogdanov Bridge first thing tomorrow morning? Why? That old thing is hardly a tourist attraction.
You need to be more aware of Metropolis's subcultures, Clark. That bridge is a primo destination for a particular group.
She means bungee jumping, Clark. One of the best, highest spots in the country. Care to take me? It's the closest thing to flying you'll ever experience. I don't know, Lucy. I never really considered. Come on, Clark. There's nothing to be afraid of. Afraid? Not afraid at all, Lucy. Quite honestly, it's something I never gave any thought to. You'll love it. We'll strap in and jump together. Didn't expect Lucy to be so different from Lois. The night was better than expected, until Morganette showed up.
Well, well, well. Looks like quite a celebration.
Indeed it is. We are celebrating the principles of sound journalism kicking butt over cheap sensationalism.
You were right about Superman not having a dual identity, Lois. I'll give you that. But I was right about the ratings I got for a day. In that light, we both won.
Though only one of us looks like an idiot for running a false story.
No one can go for the jugular like Lois. One of the things that makes her fun to work with.
Not when I can shovel all the blame on some irresponsible blogger. We can plead innocence. Troubling.
Whoa!
Why do I think our fun just ended?
Trouble in Russia. Their entire military has been mobilized and put on high alert.
Rumors of death and destruction at a research installation are rampant.
Not to mention a small town with a nuclear power facility that has gone dark.
Could indicate a nuclear accident of disastrous proportions.
Take a cab to my place, Lucy. I'll be at the office.
You're leaving me here? I'm really sorry. The life of a reporter. Which is why I'm not one. I'll make it up to you. Promise. I'm going to hold you to that, Mr. Kent. You owe me. I'll be by to collect first thing tomorrow morning.
The check, madam.
The check? Hey! At the time, it didn't occur to me that Lucy might get stuck with the bill. I only knew there was a potential disaster across the Pacific, and that I had to get there fast. The Kryptonian tech did its thing, head to toe. Superman was ready to fly. Which is how I came to have guns pointed at me.
Sema lose it! He's a killer! Shoot him!
They think I did this? I guess they see all aliens the same way. Nie, Rebiata, the creature you fished out of the ocean. Now put away those toys so we can work this out.
Plovka? So you speak Russian. We always assumed you could.
You are?
Call me Ivan for now. Let's just say I'm Russian security.
What are we dealing with here?
Something my government has always wanted. You. Their very own supreme, unparalleled, unstoppable threat.
I'm hardly that.
So you say. We tried to develop one on our own, but never succeeded.
I haven't done a thing to threaten you.
Yet. Since we couldn't develop one, we had to look elsewhere. That's what our deep space program is all about. We got luckier when our brainy types came up with a viewer that allowed us to look into another dimension, where we found life. But the problem with looking through a peephole is that eventually someone looks back. A few days ago, a portal opened over the Bering Strait and a small pod crossed over.
With your newfound friend inside.
It escaped, killed every living being it encountered.
I bet you have a pretty good idea where it went.
There's a nuclear reactor west of here, right on the edge of a small town. Communications have been cut off. We've sent in 2 full squads and have heard nothing back.
Why would it be attracted to a nuclear reactor?
No idea, but I don't consider it a positive sign.
How is it that you speak impeccable English?
5 years as a double agent serving on your president's Secret Service detail will do that.
You're kidding, right?
Never.
We'll have to talk about that. I don't have to look hard for the missing troops. Not when the flames are visible from a few miles away. It's the same as the lab. Everyone dead. Bad enough if it was limited to the troops. It extends to the town as well. Dead civilians everywhere. Men, women, children, everyone. Pets included. I look into every house, every business, every shed throughout town. Can't find a single heartbeat either. It killed them all. Never encountered anything quite like. What was that? Went right to the core of my nervous system. Unlike anything I've ever felt. Where did he come from? Even the Flash can't sneak up on me like that. Throwing stars? Those can't hurt. Damn. Overconfident in my abilities. Didn't take this seriously enough. No more. Wide angle blast to nail anything that's there. Nothing. For all I know, he's far away from... or not. Gas. Normally nothing to worry about. This is hardly normal. He cut me? Speed is unreal. Have to crank it up. While I can. You can't be fast enough to dodge heat vision. Yeah, look me just like I am. then again, it sticks, like it's sending a transmission, so it can be told what to do, like it can read an opponent's weaknesses.
What